Kirin.
Wesley Newfarmer.
Jessica Pratt.
Kirin.
Jessica Pratt.
Wesley Newfarmer.
Jessica Pratt.
Wesley Newfarmer.
Kirin Hilliar.
Jessica Pratt.
Wesley.
Jessica Pratt.
Wesley Newfarmer.
Kirin Hilliar.
Jessica Pratt.
Wesley.
Kirin Hilliar.
For Wesley Newfarmer.
Jessica Pratt.
Kirin Hilliar. My name isn't Sweetheart, Darling, Cupcake, or Cuddle Puff. It's just...
From the best news headquarters in the world, this is Breaking News, a recap, with Wesley Newfarmer and Jessica Pratt.
Good evening and welcome to Breaking News, a recap. I'm Wesley Newfarmer, and I'm joined at my right by Naggy McNagface.
It's Jessica Pratt, and I'm on your left.
Damn it. On with the news.
Two of Australia's most prestigious Catholic schools have used the words of Pope Francis to remind staff, parents and students that they should show mercy and non-judgment when voting on marriage equality and to remember, love is love. While they didn't outright endorse a yes vote, it is one step closer to true compassion. In a brief statement released later that day, Jesus said, "They're finally getting it, thank Dad."
President Trump has pardoned former Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the man convicted of detaining U.S. citizens he merely suspected of being undocumented immigrants. He subjected them to inhumane living conditions and humiliation, including forcing them to wear pink underwear. It's understandable why the president liked Arpaio's approach, as he spent many years humiliating people in pink underwear.
I moved on her like a bitch. And when you're a star, they let you do it.
Scientists will soon begin trials to determine how effective the drug ecstasy can be in the therapy for soldiers and others suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. In an unrelated story, Hillary Clinton seems to be coping well with her PTSD with the launch of a new book, What Happened? The answer to that leaves the rest of us asking, so how do we sign up for the ecstasy trials?
Oh, it's easy. President Trump has signed a memo directing the military to ban openly transgender individuals from joining the armed forces. In a recent Breaking News a Recap poll, we asked viewers, who would you rather have defending the country in the event of a war? A trained soldier who happens to be transgender, or B, a man who managed to dodge the draft due to a bone spur in his foot. The results were overwhelming, with the majority of respondents replying, C, bitch, stop wasting my damn time and let the best personnel defend me.
The Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight was an epic battle which ended in a win for Mayweather in the 10th round by TKO. For a breakdown on all the important stats you need to know is our own sport reporter, Kirin Hilliar.
Floyd Mayweather this week won his 50th title fight. He can add this moment to his glowing list of achievements, which include being charged with assault and battery of the mother of 3 of his children, 2 counts of domestic battery against another mother of 1 of his children, placing his adoptive son in a chokehold during a Halloween party, 2 counts of battery for punching 2 women, friends of his former partner, and assault, battery, and false imprisonment of his former fiancée. For all this, Floyd Mayweather has had a total of 90 days in jail, $3,500 in fines, around 100 hours of community service, and 2 days of house arrest. He lives in a $9 million home and is one of the highest paid athletes in the world. If he wasn't a professional boxer, he would be a serial domestic abuser and a threat to women. As a professional boxer, he is a serial domestic abuser and a threat to women. Those are the post-fight stats. Back to you, Wesley and Jessica.
North Korea has fired its second missile in 3 days, flying over the Sea of Japan. The missiles were so close they triggered alarms on the island of Hokkaido. The only damage reported was to the thousands of pairs of soiled trousers.
Former Prime Minister of Thailand, Yingluck Shinawatra, was a no-show in court this week where judges were set to hand down their verdict in a negligence case. According to sources in her party, Shinawatra has fled to Dubai, the only place hot enough to make you sweat more than you would facing 10 years in prison. Speaking of the weather, the situation of Hurricane Harvey in the southeastern United States is still developing. Our thoughts and donations go to the affected communities. The region will obviously need all the help it can get, just like Wesley's quest to date someone whose job title doesn't include intern.
That's right, Jessica. Texas Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn were among those who did not want to give any kind of aid to New York after Hurricane Sandy. This week, the citizens of New York put out a statement to Texas, saying they would unquestionably support relief efforts in the wake of Harvey under one condition. You vote for literally anyone other than these assholes from now on.
In other flood news, our thoughts are with the many people affected by the monsoon rains in India and the tropical storm in Mexico. For more on
Jess,
this,
wait a second. No one's going to pay attention to that story until Hollywood makes a major motion picture about it.
Good point. In Australia, it's officially spring, which means only two things: public holidays for sporting events and hay fever. Enjoy sneezing your way through the next 3 months of drunken festivities.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed our show, click like, feel free to comment, and please share amongst your friends. If you didn't, maybe this will help.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women walk, being kicked around society.
Tune in next time for more breaking news
A few days after it actually happens. There's one point where I spat, and
Yep.
I don't know if you're going to see it, but it was prominent.